Mind if I join your little party?
What's going on, guys? TCT here. Y'all like my new poster? And it's framed. My first framed poster I've ever freaking. Hold on, let me. Is that better? I don't know. Maybe I should just. I think it's. Hold on. There we go. All right, I think that's good. Anyway, this is the first poster that I bought that was framed, and I got more coming. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for my more anime reviews. I normally say that at the end of the review, but I just couldn't help myself. We're gonna be talking about this anime. You see that? Beautiful, right? Bubblegum Crisis. Oh no, I keep getting it wrong. I've been getting it wrong since I was 12 years old. Bubblegum Crisis. We're gonna talk about Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. And this is a Japanese mech action series that is a reboot from the original OVA. The series follows the Night Sabers, that are 4 women in power armor, as they fight rogue androids called Boomers in a rebuilt but troubled Tokyo, confronting a conspiracy by the mega corporation Genom and its sinister CEO, who seeks to unleash a powerful AI to take over humanity using a virus that will soon turn Boomers haywire. This series was great. I remember watching this when I was 12 years old on this channel called Action. They used to always show this. Well, they show like mixtures of animes every Friday night. It's literally an action channel, but they would show like animes on Friday night. They would call it Anime Midnight, and they would show this. Thanks to Action, Stars, and even Showtime Beyond, I was into a lot of animes that anime fans and viewers would never fucking know about. Old school OGs would know what I'm talking about. When I came across Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, it got me hooked. It got me invested. And even though I wasn't really into mech animes, I couldn't really get into Gundam that much. But what I liked about this anime was the fact that it was just way over the top when it comes to the wackiness and just a good, profound precision of good storytelling. When it comes to Bubblegum Crisis, it's mixture. When it comes to the action, the character development, the character dialogue, and above all, the pacing of just how everything plays off, and a sinister story to it as well when it comes to AI activity, which is the Boomers going against human life, when it comes to corruption and people really controlling them for their own beneficial needs. I like stories like this. Same reason why I like the Appleseed so much. When it comes to trying to understand, you know, like android activity, and just when androids begin to try to find the source of human life, but they end up having an emotional breakdown, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see this shit. I did not know this was based on an OVA that was made in the 1980s. I didn't watch it because you can see it's still in plastic, but I am gonna check it out because of how good the series is. Like this shit. I kind of like backwards compaddled my ass on that shit, but you can't blame me. I thought this was the first one. I watched it when I was 12 years old. So this old one, like the original, will be added to the list. And it has to be because the way how much I love this new one, I know the original might be mind-blowing. The anime picks up at a very fair pace. It shows us the futuristic visuals of Tokyo and just how Boomers, which is androids, is going around the city, you know, working and just helping out people and just being very kind and presentable. And we get introduced soon by this character named Lena, Yamazaki.
At last! Tokyo! Lena? Ready or not, here I come!
And she goes to Tokyo to find a job, so they say. And what I like about Lena is the fact that she's a kind, heartwarming woman. She is very realistic. And what I mean by that is that she's not a character that walks and she has like a goal of just trying to be perfect, be better than everybody. She's a human being with a purpose. And this purpose keeps hitting her hard when it comes to bad luck, which makes me like her more. Because on the first episode, when she gets to Tokyo, when she shows us how great Tokyo is and just how great and just how overwhelmed she is when it comes to the scenery, she gets with a lot of bad cases of bad luck. I mean, bad luck when it comes to her like tripping and spilling her food.
Well, that was spectacular.
Getting almost ran over by a bicyclist.
Are you okay, Lena? Get your ass back here! I think she heard you. Damn right she did! What are you going to do about my lunch? Lena, cut it out! It's not like she actually hit you or anything. Are you blind or stupid? What in the hell are you doing driving like a lunatic?
Even being late, and she gets lectured by her manager, which is a boomer herself, and she gets punished for it.
You're late. Your makeup is smeared, your hair is unkempt, and your clothing disheveled. And what happened to your other shoe? You can't come to work looking like this, Miss Yamazaki. Our corporate image depends upon the image you project, and you cannot see customers looking like that.
I think I'm starting to dislike boomers.
I am a boomer that has been specifically designed to educate, supervise, and discipline new employees. Negative comments indicate a negative attitude and will be noted on your permanent record. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you now sufficiently reprimanded?
Yes, I am. I don't believe it. When did those things learn how to understand sarcasm? Why me? Oh, I can't believe I'm being ordered around by a boomer.
I kind of felt sorry for the poor lady, and she even gets harassed by coworkers and managers. Like, she gets sexually harassed and stuff, and it's like, Jesus Christ, women, you can't catch a break. But this is what I liked about her character. Like, I think out of all the characters that shows up into the project later on, I think she's the most relatable when it comes to realistic activity. What is her reasons for her being in Tokyo instead of just getting a job? Well, she is also a conspiracy theorist. She has been looking up some sources on social media that there's been a lot of inaccurate boomers going AWOL, going haywire, going ballistic and killing people and literally just wreaking havoc across the city. And it's being covered up not just by the feds, not just by the police officers, because the police officers don't know how to handle the situation, because by the time they get to the situation, it already gets apprehended. Whatever is apprehending this is getting rid of the evidence. She's trying to figure this out. And who is doing this is these groups called the Night Sabers. The Night Sabers who was going around literally saving people's lives by taking down boomers. And she wants to get to the bottom of it. She wants to prove to people that these Night Sabers do exist, not just by exposing them, but by her becoming one of them, herself. And when this happens, when she gets witness to boomer activity, when a Night Saber shows up, we as us, like the fans, not fans, but the viewers, we get overwhelmed and we get shocked as well, because the way how they show the Night Sabers as they begin to pursue and they begin to take down the boomers as they wreaking havoc and causing danger, it got me on edge. Just like, damn, so this is how they fight? This is how the Night Sabers fight, and this is how they begin to take down the boomers? And just to explain this in a similar way, these boomers are being controlled by rage. They are being controlled by rage when it comes to so much negative things going on around them, so much humans acting like assholes to them, and above all, just them feeling the verge of stress, and then when that happens, they just turn into the Incredible Hulk. So they just ripping people apart, ripping holes in the walls, running ape shit or whatever. And the boomers are a deadly cause. They're deadly as fuck. So this is where the Night Sabers come in, because they know that the cops can't handle this shit. The Night Sabers are equipped with armor that can take down these boomers with so much high tech and so much profound, move sets of agility with these, Night Sabers equipment. They can take down these boomers, but that doesn't mean it's easy for them. Sometimes when I be watching this anime and I see them fight, the fights be very, very intense, very deadly. I don't think there was one fight scene when they was fighting these boomers where it was easy. Each time I saw them fight the boomers, it felt like they could fucking die. And that's how dangerous it is. And this is where Lena Yamazaki comes in. When she see the Night Sabers in action, and when she realizes that they do exist, when she joins them, this is when we see her get put to the test of her trying to prove herself to be a lightsaber. And above all, we get introduced with more characters that are also lightsabers that helps her along the journey. Each of these characters, I really can't explain much without spoiling them, because each of these characters have their own reasons of why they become lightsabers. And especially when it comes to the main character, Sylvia. Sylvia, she is literally like the owner, literally the person who is in charge. And she built the lightsabers through rage, through hatred, through so much like self-depression of just what she went through as a kid. And it all makes sense. All these characters that is lightsabers have their own reason why they want to do this. And when it comes to Sylvia, I felt her the hardest, you know? And it made me get attached to this anime a lot, to the point where I wanted to make sure that all these characters make it out in a safe way manner. But when we get deep into this project, they don't just want to show us the activity of these characters and how their bonds are beginning to go up of their relation to each other, because there are times where these characters begin to talk to each other. When Sylvia begins to talk to the crew, and when Lena tries to prove herself, it shows the bounds of all these characters. Their weaknesses becomes their strengths. Their bonds begins to go over their weaknesses, and they become even more attached to each other. And I love that with this anime. But it also shows outside activity. There was episodes where they would show like certain civilians acting towards each other, and it made me understand like how Tokyo really is when it comes to boomer activity. There was even episodes that I really felt a certain quench to, not in a bad way, but just in a way of just showing how inhuman people can be. Like, there was a boomer that was a waitress, and she did some, like, she made a mistake to a customer, and the customer was like a scumbag, and he wanted her to repay him by licking the stain off his pants.
Hey! You spilled that on me! You stupid plastic moron! Look what you did! These were brand new jeans!
I'm very sorry for my mistakes, sir. The management will pay the cleaning bill.
Well, I'm afraid that's not good enough. It was your fault, Boomer, and I want you to make good on it.
Oh man, what a jerk! He wouldn't talk to a real person like that.
Poor little thing.
What would you like this unit to do to satisfy you, sir?
I want you to lick it off. Huh?
That's enough! I've had all I could take of this! What's your problem, you pervert?
What? What did you call me?
And yeah, it literally just shows how inhuman people can be, even if they don't like robots. And we go through that shit every day. When it comes to people acting cruel towards each other, acting a certain rage without no reason towards each other, and just giving us that emotional breakdown because of inhuman activity, it makes people wonder, and it makes me wonder, are we really to blame, or is it the robots? We don't have robots yet, but I feel like if robots came in this city or just came in this planet, I don't think we would appreciate that, because we don't even appreciate each other. And that's the power of Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, is that they want to show why these boomers are going AWOL. It's not by no reason. It's because of how we're treating them, how they're enraged. And above all, I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. This is why I like this anime a lot, is because like I feel like when an anime has a good story, and again, this is the reason why I was trying not to diss Gundam as much, is because I don't think Gundam has that type of narrative. You know, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comments. And if it does, then I would watch it. I would watch Gundam if they do have this type of narrative when it comes to relating to characters, or just seeing how flawed they are when it comes to machines, or just overcoming their weaknesses of abnormal behavior. Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 was ahead of its time, and it's funny to say that because this is literally a continuation or a remake to the original. But watching this project from start to finish, and even wrapping this up, it really kept me on the outbounds of just me guessing, like, you know, how's this gonna be now? Like, how's this gonna continue? And you know what? I hope it stops. I feel like an anime that ended the way it did doesn't need to keep going. It does not need to keep going. This is a beautiful anime. I really don't have anything bad to say about it, other than the fact that the ending could be relatable to me, to other people, but other people may have want more of it. So did it need some good closure? Did it need perfect closure? For an anime that had like a good, perfect narrative, I agree, it probably did. But I feel like the way how it ended was necessary. I don't blame the way how Bubblegum Crisis 2040 Tokyo ended at all. Overall, this anime was fantastic. If you like action anime, mech anime, or just badass girls doing badass shit, check this anime out. Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 is an anime that I would not suggest you guys overstepping. I checked the prices out on this anime on social media websites. Thank God I bought this when I did, because these motherfuckers want over $100 for this. And it's not even fucking Blu-ray. That just shows you how good it is. So I don't know if they got it on Crunchyroll, because this was reanimated by by Funimation. So I don't know if they got it on Crunchyroll or have y'all watch our animes. But if y'all done with the modern animes that's out today, check this out. Y'all will not be sorry. I'm gonna have to give Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 an A. Well, fellas, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned to my upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. This is your TCT signing out. I hope you all have a good day.